channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm the owner of Rainstorm Joy, and today we're going to go ahead and get into this vlog. That's why I began this vlog with some B-roll, because I'm already working and I was like, let me go get the camera so I can film with you all and we can work together. So let me show you what you just saw me doing. I am trying to make some packaging for these new items that I already have up on my Etsy, but I'm taking them to the vendor spot that I have as well. I'm making some packaging for my pen holders. I made these to go on the top of my packaging, but I stopped recording because I realized that these are too small. These words are too small. So I need to make everything larger. See, look how tiny. It's just small. And I'm going to put them in a little thing like this, and that paper is going to go on the top. That's what I have in my mind, but I'm still in the process of testing it out because I'm making it as I go. So unfortunately I just wasted all of this paper because you can barely see the measurements and everything's honestly just really small. So I'm going to try again. So I'm going to go back to my computer over here and we're going to make these words even bigger, and then we're going to go from there. So let's just go ahead and do that. This is just a whole lot of doing and redoing and deleting and trying again. So I already printed off this paper once. This is my second time. Now here's my third time because I just want it to work out better than what it is working out. So now I just gotta delete things that I made and try them again. I have to resize everything, but it's okay. We'll make it work. We'll eventually get there. And it does look better. The words are bigger than they were last time. If you can see it, I don't know. But I forgot to take this line off, this black line in the middle. I put the black line there in the middle so I would know where it would fold, so I could know where to place my words, but I forgot to remove the line, so now there's just a black line in the middle for no reason. And I should make the size of the pen holders a little bit bigger because it's still kind of small. And also, I don't know why, but my printer keeps doing this on my papers. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but I mean, it's okay because it's just in the corners and it doesn't ruin the design. But I really wish it would not do that. But there's that black line that I was talking about. If you can see this, it's kind of hard to see on the camera. I don't know if you can see it or not. But that's still a little too small, so I'm going to make the measurements a little bit bigger. But we're just going to worry about those fixes next time because I don't want to keep wasting paper. And this will just be okay because it's just the packaging. It's not really the product. But I will fix those for next time. I just, you know, let's save the earth if we can. I'm filming a TikTok as well, so I'm going to film this TikTok really quickly because I'm using my tripod for my phone right now. This is the tripod that I like to use for my camera as well, so that way I don't have to hold you like how I'm holding you right now. Because right now I have you like on a smaller tripod, and that's why you're like always below me with this tripod, but I want you to be like this level, but I don't want to hold it. So I'm gonna film this TikTok video for a second and then I'm gonna put you over there and then I'll catch up with you all later. So this is what it ended up looking like, guys. Can you see it? So it's in the packaging, has my logo on the back and in the front. The front is kind of harder to see because it's so small, but I'm not really worried about that. But I did go ahead and just fix them. I didn't print them off, but I did fix them so I could go ahead and save it for later so I don't forget that I want to fix these. I made the book pen holder words and the measurements bigger, and I think that's it. And I moved it down a little bit so it could have more room, so hopefully this hole doesn't rip through, because sometimes when people pull it off and put it back on so many times, it makes it rips the hole. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I moved it down a little bit for next time so the hole can have more space above it so it doesn't rip. But there's one. I have 13 more to go. Oh no, guys, guess what I did? I turned off my laptop and I unplugged my printer because I was like, okay, I'm done printing now. No, I'm not. I need to make some more of these back cards. Let me count how many of these I have. One. And I need to make more of these. Okay, I guess we're gonna see if it works out better this time because I need to print out more. I just totally forgot. So I'm gonna go print this off and turn everything back on, I guess. I literally just unplugged everything. I'm gonna have to print a lot of these. Okay. So I'm just printing these off on regular paper, like regular cardstock. That's why you can't really see my logo that well when it's smaller. But I'm not really worried about it because I don't want to use like really good paper just for the, what's it called, packaging. Obviously I still want it to look good because you want your business to look good, but I'm not worried about using like photo stock paper or whatever it's called. I'll just keep using my cardstock until I want to upgrade, or we'll see. So, more cardstock. Today is like a high of 91. Our air is constantly on. It just stays on, honestly. I'm looking forward to those cooler months so our electric bill isn't so high. Because this air does not turn off, really. It just stays on the whole day. I was thinking that maybe, okay, so we were gonna do this together, what we're doing. We're making these cards so I can take them to the mall and whatever. But I was thinking that we could go ahead and start cutting into those quilt fabrics. But I don't really know anymore because this is taking longer than I thought it was going to take. It's not late yet in the day. It's only 12:19. So we have a good portion of the day left to get stuff done. But I don't know. As the day goes on, I don't really know what I want to do, if I want to do that or save that for later. So I guess we'll see what ends up being in this video. I will show you a wreath that I finished because we've talked about me doing wreaths in my past couple of videos. So I will show you this wreath. It's a scarecrow wreath. For whatever reason, I keep wanting to call it everything but scarecrow. I want to call it like a nutcracker. What else did I call it? A nutcracker, maybe a skeleton. I don't know. I'm saying everything but scarecrow for some reason. But not anymore. I said it correctly this time. I'm gonna just do 6 copies. See what happens. I don't know if I showed these to you guys. No, I didn't even show you these, I don't think. In our last video, it was a Q&A video and I was beginning to work on these, but I don't think I showed you the finished product. So let me just show you all of these and I'll tell you the names. Some of them are like actually named and some of them are just like what's on it. I just kind of got lazy with naming them after a second. And also it doesn't really matter too much on Etsy because you want to use like searchable words, not just, you know, whatever you want to name the item. But I am maybe looking into getting my own website soon. So then the names will come into play more. For some reason, every time I try to show y'all something, the colors just like highlight. So hopefully you can see it well, and hopefully you can hear me because my printer is pretty loud. But anyways, this one is called Poppy Bow. This one is called Ditzy Flowers. I hope you can see it. This one is called Flower Date. Rosy Picnic. I really like the way that these go together. It's so pretty to me. I have this accenting the red and then this little elastic part is pink, so all the colors are just really highlighted in this one. Then we have just blue patchwork. This one is just cherry. See, I just got kind of lazy towards the end. This one is B. So I didn't really name these ones really, but I just wanted to make it easy for me to figure out which one somebody bought, and if it's B, I know which one that is, obviously. So let me know which one is your favorite. All of those are up on my Etsy and they're available for purchase. If you like them, I hope you do like them, and if you're interested, you can go buy one. For some reason, sometimes figuring out pricing is kind of difficult because I was struggling to figure out what I wanted to price these for some reason, because I obviously don't want to price them too high, but I also want to get paid for how, you know, for making it. And also because these actually, they don't take long to make, like at all, but the part that takes the longest for these is turning it right side out, because I use this stabilizer on the inside, and the stabilizer makes it so difficult to turn it right side out. So that's like my least favorite part of making these, and it kind of makes it like it makes me wanna, I don't know, it makes the price a little bit different because it's like a little extra effort going into making them because of that. But like I said, I don't want to price it unfairly. So I was just going back and forth between 2 prices, but I figured it out, and hopefully that's a good price for these. because I have to think about cost of material and then time and how much I want to get paid and all these different things. And then you also have to consider like the fees and stuff that are always being taken out on Etsy, and then also at my vendor spot. Let me tell you about my vendor spot. I am happy that I'm there. I'm very blessed that my business can be there because it's working out for me. I have made profit every single month that I've been there except for January, because you know it's right after the holidays. It's okay, so January is expected to be a little bit less because it's right after the holidays. And so January, unfortunately, I was literally just a few dollars away from being able to make profit or break even or something. I don't know. Either way, January, it didn't really work out. But every other month that I've been there, I have made profit. And I've been there since October. So almost a year now. But let me tell you, it is expensive. I'm not saying every vendor spot that exists is expensive, but the one I'm at, yeah, it's pretty expensive, which makes sense because it's in the mall. So the people are probably raising the prices because their overhead is so expensive. But my spot, I have like this little kiosk type spot. It's like, it has 4 sides, and I just have this little section that has 4 sides and whatever. That's all that I have. I don't have like a whole wall or a big, you know, square foot anything. But what I pay for is $200 a month plus 18% commission. I know, that's a lot. That is really a lot, especially that 18% commission, because it's like, I'm already giving you $200. Can I at least make my own profit back? So far, it's okay because I am still making profit, and it's cheaper than owning my own brick and mortar at the time. That's how I like to look at it, at least, because if I were to have my own brick and mortar, it would be way more than just around like $300 or however much they get in their commission. But it would be a lot more than what I'm paying, I assume. However, what I am trying to see is, I keep checking to see if my paper is still feeding into the printer, but what I'm checking to see is like how much profit I'm making, because eventually if I'm making enough profit at the spot that I'm at where I could afford a brick and mortar, I don't think being there anymore would be worth it if I can own my own place. I don't really know if I want to do that or not. I've thought about it, but obviously there's a lot of work that goes into owning or renting a brick and mortar, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I still don't even understand all the legal stuff behind business, and I'm sure you're gonna have to add on a little bit more legal stuff if you're owning or renting a building. I'm not saying that that should keep you from pursuing whatever you want to pursue, but it's just a whole nother thing to add on that I know absolutely nothing about. I really just need to get like lawyers and CPAs and all those professional people to take care of it for me, but that costs money, so I can't really do that right now. So it's a one-woman show right now, and I'm wearing all of the hats even if I don't understand how the hats work. But eventually, hopefully somebody else can take care of that stuff for me, because I absolutely dislike doing the legal stuff for business, because it's not fun for me. I don't want to have to worry about that stuff. I'm about to, you know, just start cutting these again, and my printer is still going, but while that's happening, I said I wanted to show you my wreath, so I'm going to show you my wreath. Here is my scarecrow wreath. What do you think? I think it is so cute. I really enjoy the way that it looks. It is giving fall for sure, but it's giving like the transition from summer to fall, because I still have like a lot of green in there, but then I also have the fall colors, so it's giving summer to fall. What do you think? Also, look at my wall. My wall of wreaths is really starting to grow. I'm hoping to obviously sell these, except for that one, because that's ours now. That one was just a fun DIY, and that one was a DIY as well. But this one, this one, this one, and this one can go. Look, my wall is just covered in wreaths now. Do you all ever receive like ideas or stuff like that in your dreams? Because I don't know if they're like actual ideas for me to pursue, or if it's just like something that's fun for me to watch while I'm sleeping. So like sometimes in my dreams I can make like an entire symphony of music in my head, and it sounds so good. And I can play some instruments, but I don't know if I could orchestrate an entire symphony by myself. So I don't think that's something that necessarily I need to pursue, but it's so interesting that sometimes like I really can just have a dream and this whole orchestra or band is going on and it sounds so good. Or sometimes I can make songs in my dreams too, like singing and stuff, not just instrumental, and they're really good. But then when I wake up I'm like, how did that go? I can't really remember the melody or the words or anything. Then this morning I was kind of awake and kind of asleep at the same time, but I got this idea for a product that I can make for a business that I don't even have yet. I mean, I was like, thank you for this idea because I like this idea, but like, does this mean I'm supposed to pursue this and go after this, or is it just something for me to think about? Because sometimes I don't know what's actually necessary for me to make and what's just like might be a good idea for me to make. For example, let me show you. So y'all can believe me or not, that's not the point of this, but I want to let you know about it, okay? So there's this business on TikTok that I see, and we're following each other now. I can't really remember what her business is called. I think it's called Honey Agape. Yeah, Agape, is that how you say that? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure her business is called Honey Agape, and she sells similar things to what I sell, but this was before I was even following her. Okay, but she does make some Bible sleeves sometimes, and one of my Bible sleeves that I make is like this blue fabric. I would show you, but then I have to go digging through my fabric, and I don't want to do that. I'm trying to see if I have any over here. I don't, but okay. I have this blue fabric that I get from Hobby Lobby, and it has like this floral design on it, okay? So anybody could go get this fabric. But I have this fabric, and I wanted to put lace on the outside of it for like how I make my ruffled Bible sleeves, like kind of like this, but instead of doing ruffles I was going to do lace, and I was either going to just put it on the side like this one, or I was going to go all the way around. But that was my idea for that Bible sleeve. It just didn't really end up working out though, because the lace was, I cut it wrong and it was too late for me to go get some more lace, so I just kind of stopped thinking about it. And also lace kind of starts adding up at Hobby Lobby. It's kind of expensive, so I was like, I'm just gonna let go of that idea. And then tell me why. This same exact fabric that I was going to use with the lace, I don't know her name, but the lady that runs Honey Agape, she made her Bible sleeve exactly the way that I was thinking about making it. Exactly. She has the same fabric and it has lace around it, except she put like a duck on it. I wasn't thinking about a duck, so I wasn't going to do that, but that's what she did. And I'm just like, that looks exactly the same way that I was gonna make it. So that's just crazy. So I was like, was that an idea I was actually supposed to make? Was that like, did I not do it and then you gave it to somebody else? Or do we all just have like the same ideas sometimes? But I was just like, was I actually supposed to continue with that idea? Okay, whatever. Let's move on. So probably months ago now. I mean, this has been sitting over here for months, okay? For months. And I know this girl, I'm about to tell you who it is, but I know she's not the only one that makes this item, but she's pretty predominant in the small business world, so she's probably getting more attention than other small businesses that are smaller than her. But I had this idea. I already make Bible sleeves, I already make book sleeves, I already make tote bags. So I was like, you know what I can do? I can make a little tote bag for my Bibles, because people probably want to carry it around rather than just putting it in the sleeve. They probably want to carry it around. I already know how to make tote bags. All you have to do is adjust the measurements a little bit and then it will work for a Bible. It was so easy for me to think about that because I already have all the skills and all the measurements, all the things ready. So what I did was, I got this fabric over here and I cut it up. It's the measurements that I need it to be. I cut it how I need to cut it. Here's the outing. The outside fabric that I was going to use and everything, and then I cut the handles and everything, and then it's just been sitting over here for months because I don't know why, but for whatever reason I just never picked it back up. You know how it is. So it's just been over here, sitting over here for months. And just a couple of weeks ago, y'all already know, XOXO Charlie, Haley, she came out with a video saying that she's introducing a new product. And guess what that product is? Bible tote bags. Exactly the way that I was gonna make it. Exactly the way that I was gonna make it. I don't know if I was necessarily gonna do like elastic and a button or not, but yeah, like that was the idea that I had. And obviously, like I said, I know other people already make Bible tote bags. It's not new to anybody. It's been around for a while, but it's just crazy because it's like I cut this fabric and I had it, look, I had the batting ready and everything. I had this over here for months and I just never got back to it. And now she posted a video and she introduced this new product, and it's like people are gonna think I'm just copying everybody. Oh, I'm not. We have the same ideas sometimes, but also some of the ideas that you might have, you just might not do in a timely manner, so then somebody else will have the same idea. What is that about? Like, was that supposed to be for me to make? Did I wait too long to make that? It's still sitting over here. I watched that video a couple weeks ago and it's still sitting over here. I still haven't gotten back to it yet. It's like, did I just like waste my, like, did you want me to make that right now? You know, like I wasn't listening, so you would like tell somebody else to do it. I don't know. So sometimes I just wonder, it's like, what ideas do you like actually really want me to make then? Because I have so many ideas sometimes, and sometimes things just come to me and then I'll just leave it alone. Girl, I have so many unfinished projects, like we all do. I have this shirt over here. It's a really cute shirt. Let me show you the color. These are some cute color shirts. They're like terracotta or something like that, if that's right, I don't know. But they'll be really good for the fall, so maybe I'll get back around to them before fall's over. But those shirts have been sitting over here for forever, and they would be really cute. I was about to make them, and then I stopped making them because the original idea just didn't work out, because it just wasn't working. And so now I need to like sew the stuff on it. It's gonna be like this little patchwork design, but it's just sitting over here. And people will probably like it, so I need to get to it. What is up? What is wrong with me having all this stuff sitting over here? And sometimes I walk around like I don't have anything to do. Like I have so much stuff to do. I have this stuff over here that I just showed you, and I have so much fabric over here, like right here. I have this fabric right here and this fabric right here, and those are tote bags. I mean, no, those are makeup bags. Those are makeup bags just sitting there ready to be made. They're cut to the right measurements and everything. They're just sitting there though. Then y'all already know I have all this fabric right here just waiting for me to dive into. And then I have these over here. Those are also makeup bags and some book sleeves. But you know what, guys? I'll get around to it eventually. And then I have more ideas in my head. We'll get to it eventually. Oh my gosh. But let me know if you have those moments, like you have like dreams of these ideas and whatever, or you just have ideas that, like when you're awake too, but then you just like sit on it and then somebody else ends up doing it. Let me know.
If I'm being honest, I didn't mean to fall in love with you, with you, with you, with you. It just kinda happened, don't really know when. Just know that it's with you, with you, with you, with you. Now it's making me nervous, 'cause I'm thinking you noticed. Let me know if you change your mind, 'cause when all we do is talk, it's impossible not to fall a little bit in love. But tell me if I'm wrong, or if I'm the only one. 'Cause I would leave my love behind and keep on talking to you. I just need a second, so I can hear it saying, leave it all to stay with you, with you, with you, with you. I hate the distance, 'cause I'd rather listen, anything to talk to you, to you, to you, to you. That's making me nervous, 'cause I'm thinking.
I don't know why it takes me so long to do just one task, but it is 12:54 and we're still working on this. However, I will say this is just not working out for me anymore, because I have to go over the same cut several times or it just won't cut it. So I got this from Hobby Lobby. I also got this from Hobby Lobby. It's like the corner fame Magic Bob, you know, you just put the paper in there and get the corners. And this doesn't like to cut either sometimes. I'm starting to understand. It's called Hobby Lobby, I get it. But I'm starting to understand more that certain things from Hobby Lobby are literally just for hobbyists, not businesses. Because if you use it many times, you probably need a better quality of whatever it is, obviously. But for some reason, that just didn't click until recently, that Hobby Lobby may not be the place to go for certain small business things. Also, you know, Hobby Lobby, I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm not here to gossip or whatever. But I'm starting to realize that Hobby Lobby is just like no longer a place for me to get as much stuff as I used to get, unfortunately, because I personally did enjoy Hobby Lobby. I know some people have their own opinions about Hobby Lobby, but I never really saw anything wrong with it. I don't know really much about the business owners, so I don't know if they're like good or bad or anything like that. But the store itself, I did like it, but for whatever reason, they have recently been discontinuing almost everything that I get from there. A lot of the stuff that I use for my business that I get from Hobby Lobby, for some reason, is like just being discontinued. A lot of the yarn is just gone. A lot of the what's it called, ribbon pom-pom trim that I would use for my tassels, it's just gone. Some of the fabric gone. For whatever reason, whatever I'm using, they just keep getting rid of it, so they're not really reliable for my business anymore. So that's another reason why I'm trying to extend away from Hobby Lobby, like I've talked about in previous vlogs, where I'm just like, what? This is not straight. Anyway, it did not print straight. Sometimes that happens too with my printer. It just doesn't print the image straight, and I don't know why. Maybe I put the paper in there crooked or something. I have an Epson, and I know that those should be good, but for some reason it just gives me some problems sometimes. But anyway, back to Hobby Lobby. I talked about trying to get fabric somewhere else other than Hobby Lobby before. I'm looking into doing that. But I guess I need to go somewhere else for my other products or my other materials as well. That's it.
It's arson.
Moments like this, I really wonder if it's necessary for me to literally make everything in my business, because this is so annoying. It's just not working the way that I want it to work. It's not cutting, and also it's like not the size that I want it to be, because the paper somehow always ends up being crooked. I don't know if I don't push it all the way to the top or what's going on, but somehow the paper just always ends up being crooked, and then that messes up the measurements for my stuff. So maybe I should just get these professionally made. But there's really no point in doing that, because it's so much easier for me to make these specific things myself, because I'm taking them to my vendor spot and I don't know what I need until I know what I need. So there's no point in like ordering it if I can make it myself. I don't know. I have thought about outsourcing some stuff though before, because I am a handmade business, and sometimes like I love being able to make stuff, but sometimes I do think, I don't know if I want to make everything all of the time, especially when I get a lot of orders at once. It hasn't happened yet, but we're going to go ahead and say when I get a lot of orders at once, obviously I want to be able to fulfill those orders, and I don't know how that's going to work with me being a handmade business right now, because I just haven't had to do it yet. Obviously it's doable, but I just haven't had to do it yet. And so yeah, sometimes I do think about outsourcing stuff. Maybe just like apparel or something like that. Just cute little things that people might like. But alright, we'll see. We'll see, guys. We're on this journey together. We'll see what happens in my business together. But I will say, it's currently now 1:01 o'clock in the afternoon. I will catch up with you all later, because guess my battery needs to charge. We've talked about this before. I just have like so many things that I want to buy and need to buy from a business, so I have to, like, you know, be strategic about where I put my money. Right now I need some more blind dates of Jesus, and those things cost some money to make and to organize and stuff like that, because I need to take those to the store. I'm good on my market season right now because my next market is not until September, so I'm good for that and whatever. But I need to get some more stuff for the blind dates of Jesus, and then I would like to get some new zippers, and then I think that's it, honestly. But now, like, I need to get a new battery, and I would like to get some microphones and stuff like that, and all of that just costs a lot of money. But I really do need to get a new battery because I am tired of saying I need to charge my battery. And we're back, but let me show you the damage, because while my battery was charging, I got everything that I wanted to do done, except for the tote bags. But I got all of the pin holder thingy things done. So let me just show you what it looks like. They're all nice and packed and ready to go. And I just think that these look so cute. I don't know why it won't focus. It's like so bright for some reason. Okay, but they're cute. Take my word for it, they look cute. And I'm really excited about those. These are some shirts that I made last year for the store, and they just didn't really sell. So I saved them, and I'm going to take them back to the store and see how they do this year. And if they don't really work out, then I'll just take them to a market and I will mark them down and whatever. But I'm going to go drop this stuff off at my spot, and I'm going to take one of the wreaths that I made. I think I showed you this one before, but this is not the scarecrow one. I'm going to see how this smaller wreath does before I take the bigger wreath, because last year I did take a wreath to the store and it didn't sell. So I'm going to take this smaller wreath to the store to see if anybody buys it there, and if not, then I'll just take them to my markets. But I'm going to take this smaller grapevine to the store. It's a smaller price point as well, or a cheaper price point than the scarecrow one. This one is like 100 something. This one is 75. These things are not cheap to make, unfortunately, so obviously I need to include that in the price. And yeah, that's just why. They're just expensive. I understand, but they're expensive. But I'm gonna see how it goes. I did sell like 2 or 3 wreaths last year when I first started making them. So I'm gonna see how these do. I'm gonna take them to the store because I already saw that some other people brought some fall stuff. So I just want to sprinkle in a little bit of fall, see how it does. But guys, wait, let me show you the damage. I almost forgot. Look at this mess. All of this is recycling, and then we just got all kinds of stuff everywhere. Doing these paper things for some reason actually took a little bit of time. It is like 2 o'clock, almost 3 I think. It took some time to get this stuff done. I really always underestimate like how long it takes to do something. I need to stop doing that. I need to give myself about an hour at least to do one task, because it honestly, I just underestimate. All I did was print these out and put these on here and staple them and whatever, and I did them like for 14 of them, but still, I always underestimate how long it takes me to do something. That's gonna be it for this video. Let me know which one of these pin holders is your favorite, and I will just see you all next time. The reason why I'm ending the video right here, I almost forgot to tell you, is because I need to edit my video that I'm putting out this week. It's the Q&A video, so you'll already see that if you watched it. It will already be uploaded and whatever by the time that you see this video, but I still need to upload that. And guys, like I just said, I need to stop underestimating how long it takes me to do something, because the last video, granted it was like an hour long, the last video I uploaded literally took all day to edit. So that's why I'm ending the video now, so I can go ahead and edit this video and get it up for you all. I hope that the Q&A is fun. It's a little bit different. It's another chatty vlog, I'm assuming. I haven't gotten back to editing it yet, but I'm assuming it's a little bit chatty because I'm answering questions. But I hope you all liked it, and if you liked this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later, and thank you all so much for watching. Bye guys.